All right, and welcome to the Techie and Talon show. I am your host, Techie.
And I'm Talon.
How are we going out there tonight?
I'm pretty good, man.
Yeah?
Pretty a wet day today. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of I just had a big weekend.
I mean, that's understandable. That's why we're currently live tonight on a Monday when it's normally our Sunday show.
Yeah, but we had Easter.
It's been Easter.
Yeah, it's been Easter time, and that's it. I wanted to take a break. It's good to take a break. I definitely am going to be going to bed early tonight, so that's going to be good.
Yeah, it will be good. Now, guys, we are in for a long show tonight.
In for a long haul, because when we originally started, we only had a couple of topics, and
then we kept looking, and
more, and how we started off with maybe 5-6 topics. Techie, how many topics do we have now?
We have let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 23 or 24 topics.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
The downside of the downside of the entertainment business is when we have to report on so many topics because we decide to take a break.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh well. You know what? Let's just dive in.
Let's get into this. Let's just get into this.
What do you want to start off with first?
All right. We'll start off with one little fun one just to get it out of the park. So, as we all know, a couple of days ago, it was April Fool's Day.
It's really sad that I used to like April Fool's Day, and now I don't. As a comic book fan, and also as a nerd myself, I really hate April Fool's Day because big companies want to give us false hope and crush my dreams.
Yeah.
And sad reality of that. Oh.
But anyway, the reason why we're mentioning it is on April Fool's Day. We are in Australia, as most of you all know, and our retailer for pop culture and game stuff is EB Games. Now
that's right. Oh no, I remember this.
For our non-Australian people, probably more US, EB Games is pretty much our version of GameStop.
It's funny that because GameStop actually owns EB Games too.
They do. Now, I actually found this interesting. Did you know that EB Games isn't just an Australian company?
No, they're in
Canada.
They're in Canada too, which is which I find hilarious because of because I love Canada and I always wanted to go. So that said, I think I'd be in familiar territory if I went to the EB Games there. But that's going a bit off it. What do you want to tell the audience of what you can go into? I think you can buy it now. You can buy it now.
You can put it. It's pre-order. So this came out on April Fool's Day, so we all thought it was a joke, but no, this is legit.
It's legit.
EB Games have now announced that you can, get ready for some iconic EB Games sale merch. And by sale merch, I mean it's a T-shirt and I think it was a hat or some socks with their sale stickers, but printed on the shirt instead.
Hey Techie, I think EB Games is having a sale. What do you think?
Really? I wouldn't have picked that up.
I swear to God, I have said that joke more times in my lifetime, and I'm surprised I have not been punched out for it because it's so stupid. How much sale signs can you put on a store to be ridiculous? EB Games is standing up there going, "Hold my beer." Now they're actually going to be selling now they're going to actually be selling hoodies and shirts and hats of the sale signs. Am I going to a walking meme if I wear this shit?
I don't know. But it's up live on their store now to pre-order. So if you want to, go ahead, pre-order your EB Games sale T-shirt.
Support EB Games, and
I don't think I will. But the best bit is though is that this company is bought into the into the meme and
the thing
like
is, if you buy all of them, if there's a hat, a hoodie, and a pair of pants and socks, when EB Games does have a sale, you can actually blend in with the store.
Yeah.
You can blend in with the store and disappear. So when the store shuts for the night, you can just raid all the freaking stuff, take all the games. I'm not endorsing thievery. But
Please don't.
No. But the funny thing is, the thing that made me laugh the most is it wasn't just EB Games who were paying into it. I love Dare Iced coffee. I need to stop drinking it because it's really bad for me. But I only drink maybe one or two every few weeks, something like that. But everyone had been fooled by Dare. They were going to a Vegemite flavored coffee.
Yeah,
but it was fake. It was 100% fake. Who in their right mind would ever have it? I'm going to say this. If you love Vegemite, now I'm not the biggest fan of Vegemite. Techie, do you like Vegemite?
Did I love Vegemite? I'll get a big bit of Vegemite and slather it onto a piece of bread.
Would you ever have it in a drink?
Probably not. Remember a couple of years ago though that Cadbury did the Vegemite chocolate?
I do remember. I had a piece, never again, because why? I hated it so much. It tasted disgusting.
I didn't mind it.
Oh, what is wrong with you? That's just as bad as seeing all those people making up the brands of Cadbury. Someone put up freaking their someone did a freaking tobacco flavored Cadbury dairy chocolate. Yeah. Someone even tried to do Chewy's new.
For me, that tasted more like a salted caramel type thing.
I'd rather have real salted caramel than friggin' black tar.
Vegemite caramel.
I swear, if I got a whole pot of Vegemite, a jar of Vegemite, I could probably actually replace it for tar in the road and use that for tar. It's that thick enough, though. That's off topic. It's just paying into meme thing. But EB Games is gonna have their own sale merch, which I'm just like, this is just. It's brilliant, but it's also increasingly sad that they're actually selling this stuff. But that's the funny thing. So you can pre-order that now on the EB Games website. Techie, let's move on.
We will move on. So we're going to move on.
We've got 22 more things to go through, so let's keep going.
All right, so we'll go with our next topic is The Witcher 2, Season 2. Now, we've already spoken about this before on a previous show, but it's officially wrapped. It's officially wrapped.
Yeah, they finished
and they released footage. I'm not sure if you know about that.
I have not seen it. I've been meaning to get around to it, but I have Supernova next week, and I'm still working on stuff, so there's that.
When I say there's footage, it's not really you can pick
It's not like a trailer. It's not a trailer. It's a trailer. Behind the scenes.
It's behind the scenes stuff. Now, we mentioned it earlier on a couple of weeks back that they have been hinting at the Wild Hunt appearing in this season.
Which now I am excited for if that actually is true.
Seeing this trailer, they actually did name drop the Wild Hunt.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. Yeah, you were saying that to me. I remember when we were talking about it.
Yeah, so I'll just read you a bit here. So it says here the new video also teases the story of the second season, which follows Geralt of Rivia, Ciri, Yennefer, and Jaskia after we left them at the Battle of Soden at the end of season 1. Histrish also teases this season will move beyond Blood of Elves, which is the first book in the Witcher series, which I'm actually currently rereading.
I need to watch. I need to read the books. I really do. It's just I want to buy them on what's the it's a book reading app. You can buy it on your phone. Audible. I really want to buy it on Audible so I can just listen to it.
Yeah, do it.
Much better to listen to it.
Audible's like $15 a month, and you get one free credit a month and one free credit pays for one.
That's more expensive than freaking Netflix.
Yeah, and you only get one credit, and you have to pay for other books if you finish that book until your next month.
I'm gonna have to try and find a third-party way of trying to get the books.
So yes, The Blood of Elves is the first book.
I thought The Last Wish was the first book.
No, The Last Wish is it's kind of what the first season was. So it's like a prequel.
Yeah, it's
kind of thing. Short story prequel, but The Blood of Elves is officially the first novel, other than the short story.
Yeah.
Which The First Wish was. So that was partially adapted in the first season. This means we'll probably also get to see some content taken from Time of Contempt, which is the second book. They have also announced that season 2 is coming in 2021, although Netflix has yet to announce when in the year we can expect the new season. Now, I'm expecting the new season probably come out around the same time as the first season did, which was around like October, November.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, they dropped it in October, November. Honestly, I think they should just do it in October. What a perfect time to release The Witcher, like during the holiday period, during like Halloween and that. It's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, guys, I definitely recommend you to go out and check out the behind the scenes footage. There's some really
I've
cool
got the trailer here right now.
That you see in there.
Yeah. Oh goodness, sorry, Techie. I'm probably gonna watch it after we finish our show. It's been about 1:30, but if it's showing any hints and teasers of what they're gonna be doing for this season coming up, I mean, I loved season 1. It's by far Henry Cavill's best work, alongside him being Superman.
Even though he doesn't really do much other than saying "fuck"
or grunt or
yeah.
But this is Geralt. This is like nothing like the games in that, because again, the games weren't based off the books; they were their own creation.
Yeah, exactly.
So they took elements from the books, like with the Wild Hunt and Ciri, her being the chosen child and that. But this series is strictly based on the book, like without a shadow of a doubt. It's based on the book, and I'm just keen. I want more Witcher, and I just want more of these characters, because Cavill is bringing his A game. He's bringing his
anything. I'm very intrigued to see where Ciri's storyline is going in this series.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of trying to stay ahead with the books.
Mm-hmm.
But in saying that too, I'm like, I don't really want to spoil the series for myself.
No, I don't. There are series that I do watch. Like, I don't really watch a lot of television series, but like when it comes to Netflix series, that's a whole other ball game. Like, I can't I have I'm very picky. Like I've said in the past, that I'm very picky. But when I watched The Witcher, I was just like, I'm in. I mean, I even dragged other my friends into it, and originally they tried to get into it by themselves, but they're like, it's a bit boring. And then I told them more about, like, this is a good series. It's a slow burn. When you get into it, it pays off. We said the same thing. That final
was fantastic.
That finale was
fucking great.
Yeah, the finale was great. It was really good.
That's the same thing though. Like with my partner, it's not really her type of stuff. We tried with Game of Thrones because that was the rage.
That was the big thing at the time. But then the last season happened.
It wasn't that great, and we couldn't get into it really.
Which is different, though.
But The Witcher came along, and she's like, again, it's not really my type of stuff. And I was like, just trust me. You know how much I love this series and the games. Just push on through with me. And she's like, I love it. I love this show. And you're good there, Talon?
I love this series too. We got the freaking pendant for it.
So do I. But she said, I love this. I love it. It's watching it like more and more and more. I'm like, I'm down with that. I am down with rewatching that show because the story, the way it was written was fantastic too. So I cannot wait to see season 2.
I can't wait to see season 2 either. I reckon it's going to be an absolutely bombastic season because it's just full of like from what we've seen behind the scenes photos and some of the officially released still photography that they did, like seeing Ciri in training, Geralt's new armor, more of the characters showing up, especially with Yennefer. I really want more with Triss Merigold, but I also want more with Yennefer because Yen's like is such a huge character, and so is Ciri as well. I want to see her more of being, instead of just being a terrified little girl, she becomes that fighter that she is meant to be.
That we know and love, yeah.
That we know and love, yeah, absolutely.
I think we will. We've seen that official photo release with her training. So
yeah, she trained with a wooden sword though, which again is probably. I think she is at Morhan, which they have said that you're going to be seeing in this season. So that's actually cool. That's Geralt's home. That's his actual home where he lived and trained to be a Witcher.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But we've talked about this long. Shall we move on?
We shall move on. So we are going to go into Lauren Graham.
Mm-hmm.
As some of you may or may not know, Lauren Graham is currently in the new Mighty Duck series.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Yeah, so do I. I haven't started that yet. I probably should. I'm actually behind in Superman and Lois at the moment too, so I got to get back into that.
I've tried. Me too, and to get back into that.
But during an interview recently, she was asked whether or not she will have the opportunity to return to Stars Hollow. Or does she feel like Gilmore Girls is really and truly done now? And she quotes, "I just could never have expected that. What happened, happened. I don't ever say never. I still talk to Amy and Kelly Bishop and Alexis Bledel. There is not a plan for it at the moment. Everyone is doing their own thing. If that came up again, I love the character so much. I love Amy. I will work with her anytime. It would just be the matter of responsibility to the fans and what we could give them that's deserving of their devotion, or should it just live in reruns? So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Gilmore Girls should return?
I reckon it should return. Now, that said, I've not really watched Gilmore Girls. It's not my cup of tea, but I know some people who have. But it was a really groundbreaking series. It's kind of like it like to remind me of Charmed a little bit, but without the magic. I know a lot of people really, weirdly enough, that's just my perspective. Again, I'm not a big Gilmore Girls fan. I've never really seen the series at all, but I know people who have, and they've really enjoyed it. Why not?
You should give it a go. You should give it a go.
Maybe I'll think about it. And again, I'm picky when it comes to my television series. I am super picky. It's awful. I hate it. But
I'm still trying to get you to watch Community. So
I know. You and your partner are trying to get me to watch a lot of things, but my brain just says no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't watch it. But look, I may give Gilmore Girls a shot, but again, not particularly my cup of tea. So I got really nothing to say about it because I'm not a big expert on it. But you seem to be more of an expert on Gilmore Girls. But anything else like DC Comics and basically anything to do with The Witcher or all the other topics we've got to talk about, I'm very know about.
Yeah. All right. So with Gilmore Girls, look, I didn't watch the show until I met my partner.
Okay.
She is a huge Gilmore Girls fan, to the point she can recite word for word the whole first season.
Oh, good God. That's actually a diehard fan. That's crazy.
Yeah. So her Gilmore Girls is my Seinfeld, which is a topic we have got coming up. Probably we might talk about it after this one. Actually,
we need to.
About comedy.
But don't worry, it's not what you think. It's completely different.
Exactly, it's not what you think. But so with this, look, she tried to make me watch it the first time. I went, no, too girly. And then she kept putting it on, and the more I watched it, I was like, the more I liked it. And I come to love the show. I love the comedy of it. Luke Danes is probably my favorite character, other than Jess. But then the revival happened because so season 7 finished, and it finished on a huge cliffhanger, and then it got cancelled. And so then we had all this time until I think it was 2016, the revival came out. There were originally talks for a movie before the revival, didn't come to be. And then unfortunately, one of the actors passed away, which was Lorelei's father. And so the revival happened, and they end up making the character die in the show, and they did a funeral thing. But so this is spoilers for the end of A Year in the Life of Gilmore Girls. Rory ends up finding out she's pregnant, and that's how the show finishes. That's how the revival finished. So I think for a lot of fans, I think they need that closure and to see who is the father, because she didn't know who the father was. It's not more of the fact I don't think she knows who the father is. I think it was more of we don't know who the father is, and I think to the fans they need to know. So I feel like they should at least do another miniseries just to tie up the loose ends.
They should revive the show in order to kind of tie off loose ends and officially end the show. That's the same thing that they did with I can give a good example, with Christ and Infinite Earths. One cameo they did was Smallville. They officially ended Smallville with that scene that Clark gave up his powers in order to be there for his kids. Though Superman and Lois has kind of really thrown that spanner into the works, going, you can still be Superman and raise your kids. It's tough, but you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
But I guess in that universe, with that version of Clark Kent,
that's the way it needed to happen.
That's the way it needed to happen. And also, I think it's good for Tom Welling and
it's a nice way for everyone to say, to stop him wanting to come, stop the fans saying, come back. It was a nice way for them to finish that and let the fans know that this is the end. He ain't going to continue this anymore.
Yeah.
But, so that's my view on this. I hope they do another revival just to finish off the whole Rory aspect. But, so we're going to go to our next topic, which we slightly mentioned now. This is...
I'm sorry. I know what we're going to talk about because I watched the video for it and I can't stop laughing. Because you shared it with me. So
now, this game came out about a year ago, and it's now getting a remaster. I don't know how this flew under my radar.
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned before, I am a huge Seinfeld fan. I've got the Jerry Seinfeld book called Is This Anything? And all it is just jokes from the 70s to now of his own jokes, which is actually fantastic. I've got another book over here called Yada Yada Yada, and another a book about Seinfeld called Seinfeldia, which is how Seinfeld came to be.
It was Seinfeld was a it was a groundbreaking sitcom.
It was a groundbreaking sitcom because it was literally a show about nothing.
It literally showed their lives.
That's literally it, and they replicate that. They replicate how it was created in the show itself. In season 4, they do a series arc of them getting a show with NBC, Jerry getting a show with NBC and trying to figure out what it is, and they replicate the conversation that Jerry and Larry David had about what the show should be and about being nothing.
Yeah.
Now, for me, Seinfeld is one of those shows that, to this day, I put it on no matter how many times I see it, and I'll still laugh.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's my favorite scene is just when George Costanza goes back to the soup restaurant after he was banned for a year, and he's so slow, and he's just like, "Thank you for my order. I appreciate it." And extra bread, and he walks away so suddenly, and then freaking
Elaine comes in, and she starts banging on the thing.
I'm just like, Elaine, what are you doing? Not for you, 1 year ban. That scene was good because that just strolls back to what George did like a year prior. He just came in and thought he owned the place, and he got a 1 year ban. You don't mess with the soup guy. The soup guy messes with you.
No, the soup guy does mess with you, but So anyway, this game came out about a year ago, and it's called Sinfeld. It's a Seinfeld horror game, and
it is insane.
It's now getting a remaster for the PS5, coming out later this year. I don't know about you, Talon, but I will be picking it up.
Why am I not surprised? It's insanity. It is insanity.
Purely just because of the Seinfeld references in this game. You gotta be in Jerry's apartment. You gotta go, I think, into the restaurant.
Yeah, I know.
There's the Kenny Rogers Roasters sign that you have to that gets shot down. This is just in the trailer. You see the Van Buren Boys sign. You see yada yada yada. You see the Human Fund, but it's actually a jacket. And I have a theory about the Human Fund later on. It's not really a theory because I think it's kind of what they're alluding to anyway. You also see the Frogger machine. So this game is all kinds of fucked up from the get-go. As soon as you see the trailer, isn't that right, Talon?
Yeah, when you showed me the trailer, when you sent the link to me, I was just like, oh, sorry, I just checked my headphones. I thought I was running on low battery for a weird second. When you sent it to me, I was just like, okay, so it's Seinfeld. And I watched it, and I'm like, this ain't Seinfeld, but it has references. It's called Sinfield. It's strange. It's bizarre. I'm surprised you're going to pick it up. You're only picking it up for the Seinfeld references.
I'm intrigued. Now, here's one of the things that I found hilarious.
What if the game's completely bugged out, broken?
Oh,
who cares? You get a refund. No! We can't. No. We can't support games that are broken in this industry.
I mean, look, I don't think it will be broken considering it's already come out. So this is just a remaster.
Because you got another remastered game recently. You got Destroy All Humans remastered.
Yeah, I got that.
Have you played it?
Too. Yeah, I've been playing that. So much fun.
Is it just as good as the original?
It's just as good as the original.
But even though it's a remaster, it completely changes a lot of mechanics. But anyway, back on topic. Sinfield.
But with this,
what a bizarre game! It's a bizarre game.
One of my favorite things, though, in this is that you see after like the first part of the trailer, it has like a little cutscene, and it shows this helicopter coming to attack you with like missiles and shit like that. Yeah. That's when you see the Kenny Rogers Roasters sign get blown up, and then I think your character's like thinking, "How am I going to beat this?" Then all of a sudden, the Festivus pole shows up behind, like in a truck van.
Oh god!
And then it starts saying about the fates of strength. Oh, now, I'm wondering if that's how that's your special ability to get more strength is the Festivus pole, and that's how you can knock down these big bad villains.
Well, the question is this meant to be a horror movie, or is it a horror game, or an action game? Because it didn't feel like a horror game to me.
There were parts where it felt horror-ish.
Yeah, especially when you're in the apartment and you're just walking through.
And there's like these monster zombie type things that come out. It had
a Resident Evil 2 vibe to it. A very Resident Evil 2 vibe to it, which is really cool.
Yeah. Now, with the Human Fund stuff later on as well, it kind of shows that the Human Fund is actually like a cloning facility.
So, like, that must mean that you've got to be like a clone or something.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm intrigued. I'll be picking it up. Once I played it, I think we might do a review on here. It comes out, I think, maybe October.
It comes out in October, and just a rant. This off topic. I just realized how much freaking Witcher merchandise that I actually have. So I've got this pendant. Yeah, that was a resin cast. Then I've got my Witcher jacket.
I still love that jacket.
One of a kind, baby. If you want it done, you gotta pay me for it. And then also up behind me, I can't see it at the moment. I think I can get my light on. I got my wig for Geralt, and I'm probably gonna get more stuff too. So more Geralt. It's funny, but it's so strange, this game. Like, I played some weird freaking games on PS1 But this is probably the most funniest game I've ever seen. Mind you, I've played Goat Simulator. That's another game that I think you need to play because I think
you reckon? I saw it for sale today. I'm like, I don't know.
The game is hilarious. The game is literally just being glitchy as fuck. That's the basic good point for it. But yeah, no, definitely check it out. I'm sorry to do this to you, Techie, but I need to take a break because
okay, no problem. No problem. All right, guys. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and believe me, we have got a lot to talk about. So we will be back quite quickly.
Yes, we're only about a smidgen through, and I'm gonna die. No, it's fine. We'll be good. This is good because this makes up for us missing on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
This is our.
All right, guys. We'll be back.
All right.
See you soon. Bye.
See you soon. Bye.
All right, and we're back. Welcome back, guys. All right. Let's get straight back into this, eh? All right, so the next thing we will be talking about will be the Tobey Maguire recent rumor that popped up today.
Which you sent me today. I don't know. There has been so much talk about his Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man allegedly might be in No Way Home.
Yeah. So this is supposedly... so take this with a grain of salt.
Yes. With a big grain of salt.
Because this is also coming from the director, which I haven't really heard much from. But supposedly Tobey Maguire's voice dub actor Roger Pira has confirmed that he will have a role in Spider-Man No Way Home. I think he's the Spanish voice dub.
Yeah, you were saying that. Yeah, I'll double check it. Hang on. You sent it to me earlier. Let me check. It was earlier today. Yeah. Tobey Maguire's voice dub actor Roger Pera has confirmed that he will have a role in Spider-Man No Way Home. Voice dub actor though, like I didn't know Tobey Maguire had a voice dub actor. Did he have one?
No, neither did I.
Look, whether or not if it's true or not, I got to wait and see. But like I said to you earlier today, I'm gonna wait until Kevin Feige comes out and officially says that he's in this film.
No,
the same thing
agree.
with Andrew Garfield and that. The same. Well, we know that Jamie Foxx is in it. We know that's true. There's so many different actors that we don't know. We know Jamie Foxx has confirmed it. He is in the film. Like he even said it. He even did an Instagram post about it, which then eventually got deleted. But we know it's true. The same thing we said with Alfred Molina as well. We don't know confirmed with Alfred Molina yet. There's so much.
No, I thought that was confirmed. I thought it was confirmed he was in it.
Hang on, I'm gonna double check that one about it. Alfred Molina. Okay, so casting. I need to look this up. It's an American. So I'm checking on Wikipedia on the cast, on who the cast is so far. So it's got Tom Holland, Zendaya, Jacob Batalon is returning as Need, Marisa Tomei as May Parker, Jamie Foxx as Electro. That's confirmed. Benedict Cumberbatch is in this movie as well. He is confirmed. Alfred Molina as well. He is confirmed.
There you go.
So much stuff is happening with this film. There's a lot happening. So this movie is set for release.
It's coming out in December.
December 17th. It was previously set for July 16th, but it was pushed back to November 5th, but it was further shifted to December 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It will be part of Phase 4 of the MCU.
Yeah. So look, I don't know. It's always tossing up whether or not if these guys are in it. I mean, we know we had that leak coming from a crew member. Had Andrew Garfield's suit on it. So we're not sure if that is 100% true, or take that as a confirmation. But I don't know. I think it's more of a waiting game. I don't think they'll release it in the trailer, or they will release it in the trailer as the biggest hype.
Maybe. Yeah, of course, absolutely. I mean, they've done that before. I mean, take a look at what they did with the Civil War trailer. What was the biggest highlight for that trailer? Spider-Man when he showed up.
And that was the second trailer. That wasn't the first.
The second trailer. Yeah. So who knows? They might do it with the first trailer, especially with the teaser trailer. But I mean, come on, you've got to have those two because you've got one villain from Amazing Spider-Man and you've got another from Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire.
Mm.
I mean, it would
if
make
anything,
sense to have those two.
it would make sense. It would make a lot of sense just to have those two.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, come on, it'd be cool. I mean, also the fact that they've got Doctor Stephen Strange in this, he has the power to reach into other universes. So of course he could probably bring those two across.
Which is his movie, Multiverse of Madness, or the Madness of the Multiverse. I keep getting those ones mixed up.
I know you do.
But whatever. All right, so we'll head over to the next part. Now, if you guys have got Disney Plus, and you're into Star Wars, they have now added a whole new feature on there called Star Wars Vintage. Now, Star Wars Vintage have got old TV shows and movies from
a bygone era.
Yeah,
a bygone era. And the one of those, and a couple of them on there are some of the worst. Caravan of Courage. Ugh.
Oh, look.
A lot of people might like Caravan of Courage. I can't be too harsh on it. I guess. But like again, when you talk about vintage Star Wars and that, everyone's gonna be like, "Wait, vintage Star Wars? You're not talking about the Christmas special, are you?" I'm like, "Oh god."
Well, it's funny that you actually mentioned that, though. There is something from the Christmas special on here.
Oh no. I'm actually checking. Yeah, so we've got...
And it's called The Story of the Faithful Wookiee, and actually it was a little cartoon that was in it, I'm pretty sure. And it's also the first time any piece of the Star Wars Holiday Special has been broadly released since the original airing in 1978.
I'm looking at it,
and that is The Story of the Faithful Wookiee.
Yeah, The Story of the Faithful
Wookiee. And that has something to do with Boba Fett. I haven't actually watched it yet. It's only like 9 minutes long or something like that. But not only that, we have got the Caravan of Courage and Ewok Adventure, Ewoks: The Battle for Endor, The Story of the Faithful Wookiee, the old Ewoks cartoon animated, obviously cartoon, the old cartoon series of Ewoks, and the 2003 Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars series, which, guys, I highly recommend you go watch that. It was before Dave Filoni's Clone Wars series, which is now canon, and this was like a 2D animated series. Go and watch it.
Is that one considered canon, this one?
No.
It's not considered canon?
No. It has nothing to do with anything to do with the storyline of Star Wars now.
It only has...
I highly recommend you go and watch it.
It only has 2 episodes, but they're a mixture of chapters, like 1 to 20 chapters. They're both like an hour long each. Man.
Yeah, they're feature long.
Which is awesome. That's really cool.
Great.
I definitely will have to check that out. Yeah, I definitely have to check that out. Though I tried to look for the
vintage.
I tried to look,
and do wonder what they will add to it,
like,
later on.
I said to you, I said this to you. I don't think they'll ever do it, and you agree with me. Original cuts of Star Wars, perhaps.
I mean, who knows?
That's a big thing.
Knows? It's a big thing. I'm lucky I have the Despecialized, so as close as I can get to the original theatrical cuts on Blu-ray.
Imagine the original cut of A New Hope.
You mean? Yeah.
Oh God. Oh no, Techie, what are you doing? What are you doing, Techie?
You mean this thing?
Who is that signed by?
Peter Mayhew.
Chewbacca! Oh.
I'll send you a video later of it.
You do realize I know Han shoots first. I don't have it out at the moment, but it's packed away and you get out the box. But I actually have a Crow DVD signed by the comic book creator, James O'Barr.
Oh, that's cool.
I know. I've actually met him. I met him when he came to Brisbane to talk about the movie. We'll definitely do I'll definitely do a next show that we do. Definitely want to talk about The Crow with you because I don't know. Have you seen The Crow?
Not for a very long time.
Oh man, it is a classic. It's called classic. I'd recommend to watch it. I'm probably gonna watch it. Probably soon. Let's see if I can find it on any of my streaming platforms that I have it on. I need to watch it again. It's a classic movie. But that's off topic. Yeah, vintage Star Wars, man. It's cool that they're actually paying homage to the original series for Clone Wars and that. But I'm very glad that I tried to look it up on there, the Star Wars Holiday Special. Yeah, no, the only thing I find was the Lego Holiday Special,
which is actually really cute.
I know,
but
I've seen bits and pieces from it.
I don't think they will ever release anything of the Holiday Special except for this Faithful Wookiee one.
Yeah, because of how terrible.
I don't think they'll ever release it. Never again.
Disney's
if you haven't seen it though, you can find it on YouTube, as far as I'm aware.
Oh man!
But that's if you want to put yourself through that torture.
And
saying that though, I do think any Star Wars fan should at least watch it so everyone understands.
What it was. Man. I'm trying to find on here. Oh god, it is on here. It is on here. It is on here. You can find Star Wars Holiday Special, the 1978. Nice copy. It goes for an hour and 37 minutes. So if you want to torture yourself, it's on YouTube. Just type in Holiday Special Star Wars. It's the first video that shows up on the list. Holy crap. Just, why would you? Why would you want to torture yourself? Why? I personally cannot understand how Lord George Lucas thought this was a good idea.
I think at the time it was money.
Yeah, it didn't really pay out well because a lot of the actors didn't want to be there.
No.
You know what's even more... we need to move on.
I was just going to say, we will continue our Star Wars talk onto another subject. And unfortunately, the Lego Star Wars game has been delayed once again. I'm starting to wonder when I'm infuriated by it because it was supposed to come out in January last year.
Yeah.
Now I know COVID happened, but for me, what I'm infuriated about, as as you are feeling the same thing, I'm feeling that this is starting to become a trend in the gaming world where it's just constant delays.
Absolutely,
we've had 3 games now, just constant delays of release. We had that with Cyberpunk, and look how that turned out. And we've now, we've had Prince of Persia. That was supposed to come out in January. And that was supposed to be March, and now we don't know when it's coming out.
We don't know when a lot of these series are coming out.
And so that's so we've had that game delay. And now this one has been delayed once again for like the 3rd or 4th time,
which is never good.
I'm getting sick of the delays, and I'm starting to see that it is starting to become a culture thing that's happening in the gaming world, and it's starting to become a joke.
It is starting to become a joke, and it sucks because big companies like this are thinking this is the right thing to do when it's not. It's not the right thing to do. I don't like it when companies do this. I don't think anybody should really give these companies any more credit. I can't. I've said it before. Big gaming companies now are starting to think that this is the norm. Just delay it a few times. Promise people when the game comes out, the game's broken to all hell. It sucks.
I will say that is one thing though that I am okay with delaying the game. Like, release it when it's ready. Exactly. It's the fact that you constantly have a date when you're going to make it and release it, and then you bail on that with like weeks to go. And then you say it's not ready. Then why announce that date if it wasn't ready for you to announce that date?
I know.
Just say, just have one delay and say indefinite, and we'll let you know closer to when we are ready for it to come out.
Yeah.
Don't just give us a date and then expect us to go, okay, cool, and then 2 or 3, maybe a month before the release date, pull it. once again.
It's big company story, man.
I am looking forward to this game because I do love the Lego games.
They are good games. I'm never going to deny. They actually are really good games. I actually really enjoyed the what was it? I actually enjoyed the Indiana Jones one. That was actually a fun one. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it was fun.
And I enjoyed the Star Wars one.
And the original, the complete saga Star Wars one was so much fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun. It was just heck of loads of fun.
You know, even Lego Dimensions when that came out, you know, because it was around the same time as Disney Infinity, and Skylanders and everything like that. Lego Dimensions was a lot of fun because you got to build these characters, to be able to use them, and even the port thing, you had to build that to be able for it to completely work. It was great.
It was great.
So I do hope that they finish this and they do it nice, because
it is a big game. It's the entire Star Wars saga. It's the original. It's the original. It's the prequel. Isn't it the prequels? The originals,
and the sequels.
Now
I do wonder if they will incorporate Rogue One into it.
I hope they do. I mean, I don't know if they will though, because I don't really. It's not part of the Skywalker saga.
Well, it kind of is, because Vader's in it.
Yeah,
and Leia's in it.
I don't know. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think so.
Just because it ties it all in. I don't expect Solo to be in it.
Oh no, God no. I don't expect Solo to be in it at all. Oh God. Anyway, all right. So let's continue on.
But do you want to? Yeah, you want to continue on? We'll continue on with some Star Wars stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
We have now got our cast for Obi-Wan.
And it's
Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
And it's a diverse cast, which I'm so excited for.
I can't wait. Did they announce when it's shooting as well?
No, they didn't announce when it's going to be shooting.
Actually, yes, they did. Sorry, I'm on StarWars.com. Yes, Obi-Wan Kenobi, the new Disney Plus special event series starring Ewan McGregor as the iconic Jedi Master, will begin shooting in April. So now, this month.
Oh, that's cool. All right,
the series also marks the return of Hayden Christensen in the role of Darth Vader,
and Ewan McGregor in the role of.
Now they've also got Joel Edgerton back.
Yeah,
and Bonnie Pisey, I think is her name.
Yeah, Bonnie Pisey.
As Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru.
Yep.
Moses Ingram.
Yeah, Moses Ingram. Rupert Friend is in this as well, which is interesting. You've got O'Shea Jackson Jr., so that's Ice Cube's son. You've got Sung
Kang.
Yep.
Simone Kessel.
Yep.
I wonder if she does the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
Indira Verma, she's in it as well. Benny Safdie. I'm going to be struggling reading these damn names.
Yeah, Moses Ingram, Benny Kamal Gianni.
Yeah, Kamal Naragiali. Where do I know that phrase from? He looks familiar, Kamal.
He does look very familiar.
Yeah, what's his name? Anyway, that's the cast. A very diverse cast.
He's a comedian.
Yeah.
I'm just loading it up now.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. That's great too. We would know him from. He's in the Eternals.
Oh shit! That's right. He is in the Eternals. He's in the cast.
Yeah.
Isn't Angelina Jolie in that film as well?
Yeah. He was in Men in Black International. He was in Fist Fight, Adventure Time, Central Intelligence, Hot Tub Time Machine 2, The 5-Year Engagement, Goosebumps.
Of course, he's in Goosebumps. He's in a lot of films.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the first Goosebumps movie?
Yes.
Yeah, not the second one they did. The second one they did wasn't really that good.
No.
But no, that's I'm excited for this. I've been excited for this one for the longest time because it's the first time in many years that Hayden Christensen has returned as
to acting.
Vader.
Not just Vader, but into acting.
In acting. He hasn't done much acting in a while.
No, because
he done some
he
kind of like
he
some...
stopped straight afterwards. Really, he ended up, I think, owning a farm and wanted to do some farming stuff.
Yeah, he did do some other stuff. He done some B grade type of stuff, but again,
Jumper,
yeah. But again,
I think that's an underrated movie, to be honest.
Yeah, you've said it is. I need to watch it again. I didn't mind it.
Finally,
Mace Windu can kick Vader's ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Payback after all that time.
For all this time, I get to now taser you, you little shit. But no,
I've got my hands back now, you little bastard.
Yeah, I got my hand back now. Speaking of casting announcements, Russell Crowe is going to be part of Thor: Love and Thunder. How do you think about that?
Yes. I kind of felt bad for him that day that it got announced.
Why is that?
I felt really bad for him because the same day that got announced, his father passed away. I think it was.
Yeah, I heard about that. Very, very sad.
Yeah. So it was kind of awesome. Oh shit.
Because how old's Russell Crowe now? He's a fair age now.
He is a fair age now. Look, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. And I don't know. Like, they've casted him this far into shooting. They started in January. It's now been 3 months shooting.
Mm-hmm.
What's his role? I don't think they announced the role.
I'm checking his filmography right now for it. Let me check. I don't know what he's casted. Might not say in the filmography because I might not reveal it yet. But Thor: Love and yeah,
it has to be a minor part.
So Thor: Love and Thunder 2022 to be announced. TBA.
It has to be minor.
Still filming. Like Thor: Love and Thunder is still filming.
Yeah. Normally, big blockbusters take at least about 6 months of filming.
Yeah. I just love seeing that he gave a voice role to Zack Snyder's Justice League, which he was really good as Jor-El.
He was really good as Jor-El. Really we'll get to something to do with the Snyder Cut later.
No, yeah. Thor: Love and Thunder. Who's the cast so far? So, of course, you've got Chris Hemsworth, Thor, Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie. Natalie Portman we know she's going to be Jane Foster, but she's going to be Mighty Thor. She's going to be the next Thor.
Have you seen what she looks like?
What?
She is bulked up. Holy crap.
I haven't seen what she looks like. I need to see that. Cool other things that I announced as well. We know that Christian Bale is going to be Gore the God Butcher, which, fuck, that's so cool. Chris Pratt is in this movie as well as Pip Quill.
Obviously.
Jamie Alexander is returning as Sif, which I am so excited for because I loved her. We've got Pom Clementif as Mantis, Dave Bautista as Drax the Destroyer, Karen Gillan as Nebula, Sean Gunn is playing Yondo Utanto's former second in command of the Ravagers.
Wait. Who did you say Karen Gillan is?
Nebula.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Keep going.
Who else would you play?
I thought you said Gamora. Sorry. I was like, no.
Yes. Yeah. No. I'm fine. Jeff Goldblum is coming back as the Grand Master.
I can't wait.
Yes.
That got leaked out as far as I was aware. That they didn't announce that. It got leaked. I think it got leaked.
Yeah, I think
he was coming back.
So additionally, Waititi reprised his role as Korg, so Korg's coming back.
What about Nick?
Yes. You've got Matt Damon, Sam Neill, and Luke Hemsworth, who reprised their roles as Asgardian actors playing Loki, Odin, and Thor, respectively from Thor Ragnarok, alongside Melissa McCarthy, who's an actress playing Hela. And you've got Ben Falcone in an undisclosed role. and you've got Russell Crowe also appears in a cameo appearance.
Yeah, he has to be minor because they're 3 months into shooting. He can't have a major role now and be cast like this
week. Cannot have a major role now because just how much. Yeah.
All right.
It's described as Thor: Love and Thunder is described as a romance film.
I can see that.
I don't know how I feel, but at the same time, though, I'm for it
purely because of Jane. Purely because of Jane,
but didn't. Oh my god. I'm keen. Look, I'm keen. I love Thor. I really love Ragnarok. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies. I'm keen to see what they do with it. I'm keen to see how they do Natalie Portman as Thor, because I remember correctly, she didn't want to come back after Thor: Dark World, but then money talks. So it's set to
money talks, story talks as well.
Mm-hmm, exactly. But keen to see it. All right, let's move on.
We are going to move on to the CW's live-action pilot for Powerpuff Girls,
which I did not know was actually happening. So I'm considering intrigued because I used to watch the original on Cartoon Network back in the day.
Yeah, you knew this was going on, didn't you?
No, I had no idea about this.
Yeah, we discussed it a couple of weeks back because they got Chloe. Yeah, they got Chloe Bennett in it from.
That's right. Now I remember. Yes.
Yeah.
I do. We've gone over a lot has happened in those weeks since we talked about it.
So they have now had another casting announcement for Professor Utonium.
Yeah, it's Turk from.
It is Scrubs. Turk from Scrubs. Donald Faison.
Which is interesting.
Eagle.
Oh God.
Eagle.
Oh God.
I can't wait to see what he does. I love Donald Faison. I listen. I'm a huge Scrubs fan too. I actually listened to their podcast. It's him and Zach Braff during COVID last year. They actually created a Scrubs podcast.
They did a Scrubs. Okay, I need to go. Is it? I'm going to look this up. It's on Spotify. I know it is.
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
What's it named?
It is called. Hang on a second. Let me bring it up. Fake Doctors, Real Friends.
Fake Doctors, Real Friends.
Yeah. And so they're going through each season and talking about each episode. Yeah. And then, it's really cool, though, because you get behind-the-scenes stuff of Scrubs. Not only that, though, if you're into The Office as well, there's an Office podcast called Office Ladies.
Man, they did a lot of episodes. Jesus.
Yeah. It's actually, so with The Office Ladies, it's an Office podcast, and they're doing the same thing, going through each episode, talking about it, and you get behind-the-scenes stuff, and you get interviews with some of the cast members. With Jenna Fisher and Angela Kingsley from The Office as well in that one, which I also highly recommend you go and listen to.
It's like, what is it? I know that, I think it was, he did the, it's the guy that we really want for Mr. Fantastic in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
John Krasinski, yeah. Yeah, he did his own news.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good news show.
Yeah,
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I love the character of Turk.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. He was so hilarious.
He was so hilarious. So I'm very interested because he also made a cameo in Pitch Perfect in the first one.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
I was because I saw it in cinemas with a friend of mine, and I think in the cinema I'm the only one that yelled out. I was like, "It's Turk!" and fangirled hard when I saw him on screen.
Would you ever think about doing maybe going out with me? Yeah, I've also thought about doing crystal meth. I was just like, wow, that escalated quickly. Fuck. That's a good line. No, keen to see how.
But yeah, I can't wait to see what he does as Professor.
Right. Professor
Utonium. Yeah, Utonium. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep tracking on.
We actually missed one Star Wars story, so we'll go back to that.
Yeah.
Bad Batch is getting a 70-minute premiere.
A 70-minute premiere. I saw that. I was just like, holy! That's going to be the longest premiere that I've ever seen.
How long was Lois and Superman and Lois?
I think it was like 45 to like 50 minutes.
No, I swear the first part, like the pilot, was at least feature length, wasn't
it? I don't know. Let me double check that. I'm gonna go double check.
Oh, it was only an hour.
Only an hour.
So this beats it by 10 minutes.
It beats it by 10 minutes.
Yeah. Look, I liked what I saw of the Bad Batch.
Yeah,
we try the Delta Squad, as you know, which comes out this week. So we'll be talking about that next weekend on our Sunday show next weekend of the remaster of Republic. Well, not remaster, but the re-release of Republic Commando. We'll be talking about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, I enjoy what I saw of Bad Batch. I'm happy that we're getting the series.
Yeah,
that way I can actually learn to love these characters even more than what I got a couple of I think in like 2 episodes, I think it was. But yeah, 70-minute premiere. It has to be good. I don't know how many episodes we're getting though.
Yeah,
and that's coming out. That's coming out on Star Wars Day on May 4th.
Oh wow!
Yeah, what do you think, Talon?
Of the Bad Batch?
Yeah,
I'm keen, man. I saw that trailer and I was so excited for it because I love the aspect of the Bad Batch, like this absolute badass section, like part, troop of the clones, and they just do not give a fuck. They would do anything to finish the mission. It's kind of reminds me of the Expendables a little bit. You know, soldiers that literally will tackle any mission. They'll do anything to finish it.
I will give you a little rundown on who the Bad Batch are. So there were Clone Force 99, informally known as the Bad Batch, was a clone commando special forces squad that was active during the Clone Wars. The squad initially consisted of 4 clone commandos that were designed with genetic mutations and led by clone Sergeant Hunter, a clone with enhanced sensory abilities. Other members of the squad include Crosshair, a clone with keen eyesight and marksmanship that allows him to excel in long-distance firefights. Wrecker, a reckless clone with enhanced muscular form, and Tech, a clone with enhanced a clone with enhanced mental capacity and intelligence following the crucial Battle of Anaxis. Advanced Recon Commando Clone Corporal C21409 Echo joined the unit. If you remember in the Clone Wars, Echo was part of I'm pretty sure it was a part of Rex's squad. And then there was a mission of them getting him back after he got taken from the Separatists, I'm pretty sure. And he ended up becoming a bit more of like a mutant, so he's ended up joining with the Bad Batch.
Yeah. So the cool thing about the Bad Batch is, one that I'm excited about with this new series is they defected. They literally defected, like Rex and that did when we saw him in Rebels. They defected. They didn't want anything to do with the Empire, so they defected and ran for it.
Yeah.
And then Tarkin orders them to be hunted down. Which I'm just like, not only is that fucking terrifying, because seriously, I can't think of a more terrifying force, unless you count Thrawn, unless you count Admiral Thrawn. Tarkin ain't no joke.
No.
He is no joke.
If you see him, in Rebels first season.
Yeah, you do.
He's got two officers, which, granted, they fucked up a lot of times for him to do this, and then all you see is Tarkin nod to the Inquisitor, and the Inquisitor comes behind him and just decapitates these two with his lightsaber.
Yeah,
like he is not a force to be reckoned with.
No, he's not. Like that's that he is not someone that you want to be on your bad side.
No.
Especially Thrawn. Though I don't know. Who do you think would be afraid? Do you reckon Thrawn would be afraid of Tarkin, or do you reckon Tarkin would be afraid of Thrawn?
Look, they're two different characters, really.
Thrawn, I think Tarkin would be afraid of Thrawn because Thrawn is in another ballpark in general. This guy is increasingly.
He's like 4 steps ahead.
He's always steps ahead.
Whereas Tarkin is just a ruthless killer. He just does not.
Now, whether or not if Thrawn is still alive now, we'll have to wait and see for the Ahsoka series.
I reckon he is because she's hunting for him. But if you are interested in Tarkin, guys, and want more to know about Tarkin, definitely go read the canon book called Tarkin by James Luceno. I highly recommend it. It's a fantastic read. It's a bit of a slow start, but picks up by the end of it.
All right. Shall we move on, and then we can just take a quick 2-minute break.
Yep. All right. Okay. We will move on to The Last of Us has a shoot date
in Canada
and location. Yeah. So HBO's hotly anticipated video game adaptation, The Last of Us, has been announced to be starting production this coming July in Calgary, as the Directors Guild of Canada via CBC. It's going to be a long shoot too. Cameras are set to start rolling on July 5th of this year, and are scheduled to wrap almost a year later on June 8th, 2022.
Yeah,
that's a lengthy schedule for an episodic TV series, and just goes to show that HBO is pulling out all the stops to ensure that The Last of Us will be appointment viewing when it eventually premieres, and which might not be until mid-2023 based on the filming schedule.
Jeez, they're going to be doing... Okay, these episodes, I swear to God, they're going to be an hour long each. They've got to be. The filming schedule...
They've got to be an hour long each. But in saying that, though, too, I'm thinking with filming schedule, too, is you've got to count because Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, especially Mandalorian.
Playing Joel. So that's probably why they've got that lengthy shoot, is probably because he's balancing between both shoots, playing Joel and Mando.
Yeah, that's crazy that he's signed on for this role to play Joel, which again, it's cool. But if it's going to be an hour-long episode, man, this is going to be like one of the biggest series. I reckon this is going to make or break HBO. That's it.
I think it'll make HBO.
Yeah,
I mean,
you think so?
Look what they've done with Game of Thrones. Like, granted, I say what you want to say about the last season. That show, big blockbuster, and now look what you've done with the Snyder Cut.
Yep, HBO Max, Snyder Cut, big contenders.
Here's where I'm going to point the question. So, if Uncharted does poorly, which it might, you never know, do you think HBO will pick it up and make that a series depending on how good The Last of Us is?
Oh, definitely. I mean, come on. It is Uncharted. It's another property that is desperate to be put into a series. But I don't think the movie is going to be bad. The reason why adventure games are perfect for movies. That said, the Tomb Raider 2018 one, I actually didn't mind it. A lot of people actually really loved it.
I loved it purely because also I knew everything that was going to happen because of the game. It was literally almost a shot for shot of the game.
Absolutely.
Once you got to the island, it was almost shot for shot. The beginning was nowhere in the game. It was completely different.
Yeah, the beginning was very different.
But I'm keen. I'm keen to see what they do with The Last of Us.
Same.
As they announced it, it's pretty much just based on the first game. So
yeah, I'm keen to see.
They're not touching the sequel yet.
Yeah, I'm keen to see Pedro Pascal as Joel. I'm also keen to see Bella Ramsey as Ellie because she was a cast as well. And ironically, both these actors have been in Game of Thrones. Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey were both in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I really hope they do Joel justice.
You about to say justice
compared to
you.
I was.
We demand the cut of The Last of Us if it's bad.
I want a recut of The Last of Us 2.
Hashtag release The Last of Us cut.
Spoilers ahead, but
I really do.
Spoilers ahead, but hashtag justice for Joel.
That probably is a hashtag. It probably is. Well, we're going to take a short little 2-minute break to have a breather in that, rest for a minute, and then we'll be back and keep crunching on. How many more topics have we got left, Techie?
I got one. 10.
That's not too bad. We're actually doing pretty good.
We are. All right, guys. We'll be back in about 3 minutes or so. All right. See you then.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry, you guys. And we're back.
In front of you, your name is Techie, but sometimes you like to have some technical mishaps.
Yep. Maybe that's why I am called Techie. Mic drop.
Let's jump back in. What's next, Techie?
We will be talking about the Batman. So, As I'm sure most of you guys all know, that we are really, really looking forward to the Batman. What have you got?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, he's right there. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's the Batman.
Really? Obviously not. This is like from an old cosplay that I did a long time ago. I don't really wear it that much anymore. Oh God. This Cal has seen much better days.
I'm sure the real Batman, Cal, has seen better days. But anyway, so I'm sure you all know that we are. I'm sure you all know that we are looking forward to the Robert Pattinson movie.
I'm keen. But I'm so excited, man. Like, you have no idea. I watched that trailer. I recently watched that trailer again, and I'm now. It made me more excited. But that's not why we're here. The reason why we're here is to tell
we are here is because Warner Brothers has officially announced that the Batman will be now in Earth 2. It is set in Earth 2.
Earth 2. Earth 2.
Now, this begs the question for me. So, I said this to you a while ago that this is what Warner Brothers should be doing. They should restore the Snyderverse, have that as either Earth 1 or a completely different Earth. They can do whatever they're wanting to do now. You have 1 year, your Earth 2 stuff, another year, the Snyderverse.
They can totally do that. But you know they won't. They're not going to do it.
We know they won't do that. We know they're not going to do that. And then later on, have a big event like Endgame or Infinity War, and do like an infinite, a crisis on Infinite Earths. They could easily do this, and they would make a shitload of bank on that. That way, you can also incorporate the TV shows if you want to, as well as the movies and both Earths. But we know that they won't. But what do you think about them being in Earth 2?
I haven't worn this Cal in a while, so like that's it. It feels weird wearing it again.
So what do you think about about him being in Earth 2?
Perfect. What a great choice, because it also kind of is. I guess it was kind of coincidence, because it's his second year as Batman. It's set on Earth 2. Yeah. So like that's it. A great choice because it's a different Batman in general, and it doesn't conflict with Ben Affleck's Batman.
No, it doesn't conflict with that at all.
Originally,
I was wondering maybe like if this was a prequel to Ben Affleck's Batman as a younger Batman.
I don't think it is.
Originally, when it first got announced and everything like that, and you first see the trailer, I was like, "Oh, this could fit in well." But we also have a TV series going along with that too. So, you all good there?
Yes, I'm getting soft. Oh God. I'm just trying to adjust it because, again, I haven't worn it in a while. And also, now that I've got, like, next to nothing up top here, it feels a little bit weird to wear.
Yeah, I bet.
But no. Yeah, no, I'm definitely keen to... I'm definitely keen to see how this story goes out, how this film goes out, because
that the Flash movie is Flashpoint. So, do you think that they'll take the stuff that they know is working in the DC?
Sorry?
Because we know that Gal's in it.
Sorry, you want to say it again? Because we lost you for a second there.
Oh, okay, sorry. Do you think that within the Flashpoint movie, do you think that they will take the stuff that they know is working in the DCEU and transfer that over to Earth 2? Because we know that Gal Gadot is in this. We do know that Ben Affleck is in this, but we don't know for what and to what extent. We know that
Michael Keaton is supposedly in this movie.
And supposedly, I think Jason Momoa is in this as well.
I hope so. Give him all the Batman love.
So I am thinking that they might just do that.
That would be good because I love my Batman, and I'm excited for Robert Pattinson's Batman because when that trailer dropped and they showed Pattinson's Batman just brutally beating down that criminal, I'm like, I'm in.
It also makes me wonder what Earth Titans is set under.
We know.
But,
I don't know what. I'm actually
wait, do we know what Earth? Because they did make a cameo in Infinite Crisis on the
yes,
CW.
They did.
So we'd have to show what Earth number it was. But
I think it did.
But yeah, no. Look, I'm keen for the Batman. I'm interested to see how Earth 2 looks, and the way it plays out. But while we are on the topic of DC stuff, we'll also talk about James Wan's The Trench and Ava DuVernay's New Gods has been shelved, unfortunately.
Earth 9 is the Titans universe.
Okay.
And Earth 21 is the Doom Patrol.
How?
That's what it said here.
They're in the same universe. They visited them in Titans.
Okay, so this reinforced an existing discrepancy, though, as two shows crossed over earlier in Titan Season 1, but the Doom Patrol appearing there didn't match what we saw in their own series. I know, it's fucking strange.
What?
So given that they're on the same platform, many have assumed that Titans and Doom Patrol were both set on the same Earth. Credence was lent to this belief as Titans Beast Boy had existing history with the Doom Patrol, similar to his comic book origin. Beast Boy mentions the team, and they were even part of a prominent role in the last episode of Titans' first season. Most of the characters in Doom Patrol appearing in First and Titans ever being played by the same actors. The showrunners of Doom Patrol legitimately treated it as its own thing, but that was more for pragmatic reasons, given that the different filming locations would make crossovers between the two shows harder. There was also much of the logic initially in keeping Black Lightning, filmed in Georgia, like Doom Patrol, separate from the rest of the Arrowverse continuity. This presents a possible scenario where the shows are not in the same continuity and merely show similar characters that branch off in their own stories. This would explain the situation of them being on two separate Earths in the finale of Crisis on Infinite Earths. After all, the events of Swamp Thing, another DC Universe app exclusive series, are shown to be on their own Earth. That show at least refrained from overly mentioning or sharing similar characters, and a problem that it appears definitely have.
Okay.
Interesting. But don't get your hopes up for any crossovers in that, because it was confirmed that Earth 9 was destroyed in the Crisis. But we know that all the Earths come back because of Oliver Queen's sacrifice. Because of Oliver, he sacrificed himself and to restore the entire multiverse. Yeah.
Not sure if you haven't before, but we're jumping over to James Wan's The Trench and Ava DuVernay's New Gods films have been shelved. Unfortunately, I was actually looking forward to Ava DuVernay's New Gods.
I was keen for New Gods because that would have been amazing. I wasn't really big on the Trench thing because I said in the beginning, why? That's so stupid.
Yeah. But no, I think, I mean, it sucks for both creators, especially Ava DuVernay. I heard that she had a really great story, but then why? Because this is the question. This is why I don't think that Warner Brothers know what they're doing. Is they only announced her, a couple of months back that she was doing a New Gods film. And now you're canning it within a couple of months? What are they doing?
I have no freaking earthly idea on what they're doing. It pisses me off that they shelf such a great project. They shelf New Gods. Like, that's the New Gods are such a huge part of DC in anything. You know, especially with Darkseid, because Darkseid is a New God. He's part of New Gods, and the fact is that they just cancel it.
See, this could be the reason, because of the whole Snyderverse stuff. Maybe hers was connected to that, and that's why they're bailing on it now. But then it still doesn't add up why you would hire her only a couple of months ago and then bail on her later, like in a few months' time. It just doesn't make sense. Why go through that? But
it's DC, man. What do you expect? DC have continuously don't want to listen to their fans. I mean, did you know the CEO complained about the fans being toxic for release of Snyderverse?
Yeah, well, maybe then why would you release it?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
You complain about that, then why release it? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, and it annoys the hell out of me because she called the Snyder fans toxic. I'm like, the only reason that we're doing this because we want Zack Snyder's work to continue, and the fact is that they're saying no, we're not going to continue on. This is the Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's a ending element for his trilogy, Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and now Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm like, but he's continuing on. He got the invasion of Darkseid. We have all this stuff happening, and you're not letting that happen.
Yeah. We'll actually jump over to something to do with the Snyder Cut. Yeah. It's to do with Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
So the Martian Manhunter scene that we saw was actually recorded over Zoom.
I can't believe that's actually filmed over Zoom.
No, neither could I.
Yeah.
When this came out, it was like, bullshit that was recorded on Zoom. Like, we're recording on something almost like equivalent to Zoom. We're recording through Restream. But
there's a big difference.
It's a huge difference. So I looking back at it, I'm actually quite shocked at how well it played off. It must have been a very ballsy thing to do.
Yeah, hell yeah! It must have been huge to do because you're literally like it's over the internet, it's over Zoom. Anything could freaking happen.
And saying that too, that's why I'm surprised because anything can happen. You're right. Somebody could have hacked this.
Video started automatically playing my goddamn phone. I'm just doing some research, and we'll talk about this afterwards. But talk about what we're talking about. That said, though, I am keen. I'm still blown away that they filmed this over Zoom. Like, can you imagine the problems could have happened? Like, you could have had connection issues. You could have had. There's so many different factors you got to look into.
And that's what I was just trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. I'm surprised that. As you said, because it was being done over the internet. What if somebody hacked the server that day that you decided to film it? The leak of Martian Manhunter could have come out easily in your whole film.
And it didn't. The entire time it didn't.
Secret thing was gone.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
And
so they were very lucky. They were very, very lucky.
We did see a hint we did see a hint of Martian Manhunter in the trailer, but no one knew what that was. It was like, okay, it's Martha Kent with glowing red eyes. What's going on there? And then that scene finally came up, and it turned out to be Martian Manhunter. I'm like, oh my god, that's perfect. It's John Jones.
But yeah, so I was surprised by that. We will jump over to Netflix has bought out Knives Out.
I do have a breaking news thing for you. This came out 16 hours ago. But we have an official release video of the actual Kenobi set.
Ooh.
I'm going to send this to you right now, Techie, so you can see it. Oh yeah, did you know that the that Smash is now has now got Jesus Christ as a new character? If you want to look at the photo.
I saw that.
I'm about to send it to you right now. So the leaked video.
Obi-Wan Kenobi series set video gives up close look at physical structures.
Yep. Take a guess where it is. It's an iconic location in all of Star Wars. It's possibly the most important location.
Oh, it's obviously what you were just playing before, the Cantina.
We're on Tatooine, baby. Going back Tatooine.
Well, of course we're going back to Tatooine. That's where we last saw him.
Yeah. Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello there.
I can't get it to work right now, but
Okay.
we'll have to have a look at that later.
We'll talk about
but yes, no, Netflix has bought out Knives Out.
I still haven't watched Knives Out yet, but I know it's really good.
It's really, really good.
And I know Chris Evans is a massive douchebag in it.
Yeah. Completely not
Captain America.
Capital.
No, completely douchebag Captain America. He's Peacemaker. John Cena's Peacemaker. Kills anything that he sees.
So Netflix has spent $597 million for exclusive rights to Knives Out sequels.
Holy!
So I think we're getting 2 more sequels. I think it is.
Holy crap! That's so much money. That's more money I'm ever going to see in my lifetime. Oh my god!
So one of the most expensive deals it's ever made. Netflix is paying an extraordinary $597 million Australian, or $450 million US dollars. For the exclusive rights to the sequels to Knives Out. The enormous price tag will net the streaming giant Knives Out 2 and 3. Industry publication Variety reported the news earlier today.
Jeez.
That's insane.
That is insane.
But if you haven't, I'm surprised you haven't seen Knives Out.
I have not seen it yet. I need to really watch it. Oh man, there's a lot of series I really need to watch. Oh man, but no, just it's kind of crazy that Netflix is just buying out all these things. They're just buying out all of these big film companies. They're doing what Disney Plus did. They're also doing exactly what Epic Games did when they started the Epic Games Store, buying out all these freaking games and that. Like, good on Netflix for doing this, but like, calm down. Calm down. I know you got money to throw all over the place, but calm down.
I mean, they just lost some of their biggest stuff, which to do with Marvel. Recently, of course they need something new and exclusive that was quite big.
Yeah, and this is probably the biggest one they've ever done. It's like how much did you say again? $557 million deal.
97, I think it was.
I sent you the article, and I read it. It said 450 million.
US.
US.
That's US. So $597 million Australian.
Oh my god, that's even more here because of our GST. Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm blown away by that. Fuck. They really want a Knives Out sequel, so they're willing to throw their entire vault at them. Like, here's 497. Here's this money. Well, how much? We're gonna say maybe close to $500 million for all the sequels. Is that okay?
Is that right?
Would you like that with cash or credit? We wanted in cash, motherfucker. It was all in cash. To fucking drive up with truckloads of cash. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. So Knives Out 400, around close to $400 to $500 million for the sequels to be published by Netflix. Insane. Absolutely insane. So let's move on to the next one because that's huge.
I'm just trying to find something to do with our next topic. And it's about the iCarly reboot. Once again, we are talking about the iCarly stuff.
You're more into iCarly than me, sadly enough.
Of course I was. It was a big part of my childhood.
Yeah, big part of my childhood.
But back on the 25th of February, its co-showrunner, Jay Kogan, left.
Yeah, I read that in the article you sent me.
But the reason why we're talking about it now is that I know there's been speculation and protests about the iCarly show, about the iCarly show revival. I know that a lot of people don't want to watch it purely because of Dan Schneider. But by the looks of it,
he's officially not part of the show.
He's not part of this revival. So
no, he's not part of the revival, which is a damn good thing because he was fired from Nickelodeon because the guy's a predator.
He's a predator.
He's a predator.
Not officially convicted though. But it's just kind of known.
It's kind of known. It really is. And
like a Harvey Weinstein situation.
The difference with Harvey Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein got caught and convicted, and he's now in prison.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, Harvey Weinstein made women do things to get work in the industry, whereas Dan Schneider kind of did it, but not to the extent as Harvey, with underage girls.
Yeah.
You can see it. But as far as we are aware, he has not got anything to do with the show, and there are 2 different showrunners now. Which is great.
Speaking of Harvey Weinstein,
the showrunner is Ali Shuton, I think is her name, but she remains on board. It's unclear whether the series will bring in a new co-showrunner.
Speaking of Harvey Weinstein, there is an update for him. He currently is incarcerated. So he is incarcerated awaiting a second trial in Los Angeles. His penalty, do you want to know how many years he'll be in prison?
How many?
23 years.
Jesus.
He'll die in prison because he's 69 years old.
Yeah.
That's he will die in prison. He's convicted of 1 count of 3rd-degree rape, 1 count of criminal sexual assault in the 1st degree. So it wouldn't be as harsh if it was in the 3rd degree, but since it's in the 1st degree, it's extremely harsh. He's basically facing life imprisonment.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And the bastard deserves it.
He does.
All right. We will move on to Rick and Morty season 5.
Yeah.
They have released a trailer for season 5. Did you get a chance to watch it?
I did watch it. That's freaking hilarious. I also noticed in that promotional photo that you sent me for the article, did you notice that's a Men in Black reference? They're wearing the suits and the glasses. A fucking Men in Black reference. I'm like, oh my god, of course. But it's so much chaos and mayhem in that series. It's insane how this series...
I love the show.
It's insane how this series has just gone from this wacky, like...
underrated show, too. Like, it wasn't well known. It was very underrated. And it got kept hidden, and then season 3 happened, and then the whole Pickle Rick thing came aboard, and it blew up from there.
Morty, we're gonna go, man. You're gonna shut out your butt.
The best way I like to describe Rick and Morty is a really fucked up version of Back to the Future.
Oh man, Doc, we gotta go back in time. What do you mean go back in time, man? You don't have one under there.
Well, think about it, right?
Yeah.
Rick is the professor. Marty, really?
Yeah. Rick is Doc Brown and Morty is Marty.
Yeah. It's just a fucked up version of Back to the Future.
Except the time machine they have is like literally multiple different types of time machines.
Yeah.
Also, he can just like create portals wherever he wants. I really do like that portal gun though. There is a prop for it I really want to grab.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, you can buy it. It's official merchandise.
But no, I need to really get.
They've released the trailer for season 5.
Yeah,
I highly recommend you go and watch it. But they also announced the release date. So the release date, it will hit Adult Swim on Sunday, June 20th at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's this year.
And Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, that's this year. It's in the coming months.
Yeah, which is going to be good. Hell yeah.
So I'm assuming here in Australia, we'll probably get it on Netflix.
Yeah, probably will be getting on Netflix. I guarantee it. Though, if you can, like, you
but
can
in
watch...
saying that, though, it says here on the article here, if you're not ready to watch, and if you're not ready to watch now, Rick and Morty seasons 1 through to 4 are currently on HBO Max. So I don't know whether it will come to Netflix here. I think Netflix has got the streaming rights in here in Australia. I'm not sure.
I think Binge has
but if
it.
not, it might be on Binge.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Is it on Binge?
I'm checking right now. It'd help if I knew how to spell.
No, it's not.
Oh, damn. It's probably on Netflix. Guarantee you it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix because season 4 came out on Netflix. So
yeah.
So we'll probably get it on Netflix in Australia.
It is on my list to like watch it. That's it.
Oh, it's fun. It's fucked up. It's a good show to watch.
Yeah,
it's a really good show to watch.
I really need to. Yeah, I really need to. How many episodes are in season 1? 11 episodes. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and they're only 20-minute episodes,
which is good. It's good for a series. What's the longest episode though? Was it season 4? Season 4 only do 23-minute episodes, which is cool.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to move over to something that you're a bit annoyed about. Outriders.
How the hell can Square Enix mess this up? The guys that make the Final Fantasy series screwed up
and Tomb Raider.
And Tomb Raider. No, that's Crystal Dynamics.
Well, it's still under Square Enix, though, isn't it?
Okay.
It's still under their banner.
This is my topic. You remember we said I do more of the gaming stuff because I'm a big gamer alongside you, but I know, because I've been doing gaming for a long, long time. So Outriders recently came out. And, oh my God, what an absolute failure of a launch. No servers. Barely enough. There's basically barely enough servers to compensate people. People are getting booted during middle of gaming. That
sounds like the same thing that happened when the first Battlefront, the reboot Battlefront on launch day. I got it on launch day with the Battlefront PS4, and it wasn't a fun time of being on there on launch day. So keep going.
From what I was told, that was a clusterfuck, but I think this is far worse because not only is the developers trying to say that we worked all over the Easter holidays to get this game done, I don't give a damn. Reason why? Because we have heard this excuse from different publishers and developers in the past. Now, I'm not saying go attack the developers and publishers. But you have a right to be angry because you paid your money for this game. You paid a $60 to maybe even $99 for this brand new game, and you can't even load into a server because there's no service that can hold people for that long.
Yeah.
For instance, Angry Joe, I've talked about this guy before. He's a big content creator on YouTube. He recently did an entire angry rant on this game. His game has crashed on a high-end PC 80 times. This is unacceptable. It's unacceptable for a game to do this. Now, I said in the past that Cyberpunk 2077 was really bad for my PS4. I've said that it crashed about 13 times. But on a high-end PC, it's crashed at least 80 times. How the hell can this happen? You said before that you were sick and tired of gaming companies delaying games. This is starting to become a norm. They delay games for so many times, and then when the game finally comes out, it's broken, it doesn't work, there's server issues, there's hundreds of players being kicked from servers. This is ridiculous that we have to put up with this shit. We're paying $60 to maybe $99 for a full high-end retailed game from a third-party company, like some of the biggest companies in the world. And we're getting broken pieces of shit because they don't put more time and effort into it. I expect that.
So this is twice now with Square Enix.
This is twice now with Square Enix. They fucked up games. but every single company.
That's Avengers, and now this one.
Yeah, Avengers was another game that the game when it released, a lot of people were playing it, but then people started leaving because the gameplay was so repetitive. It was so disgustingly. It was disgusting because of microtransactions. Because you bought it.
When I bought the game, I bought it, and I was pissed because it didn't tell me to be able to start the game. It needed the internet.
Yep.
You think
a lot of people didn't know that.
You think you do the story first, and then you go into the open world thing.
But that was part of the game.
But that was part of the game, and they didn't really let that information out. So when I got it, it had to do a huge update for me to be even able to start to gain access to even the menu.
Yep.
The menu. You couldn't even access the menu without the internet connection.
Nope, you couldn't. All right, now, so I'm going to go onto a list that a lot of people go to. So give me a second. I'm just going to go there right now because it's important that I do. I'm going to show you the player bases for the Avengers right now. Current players. Give me a second. I'm going to go to the actual list. These are Steam charts. Now, these charts are very important because these are the amount of players playing worldwide. Now, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna share my screen so you can have a good idea of what's happening. Share screen. Entire screen. Share. Okay. All right. You are going to be able to see my screen, and we're going to flick over to here. Now, this is what's happening. So these are in the last 30 days, the player base has actually, ironically, jumped up. But look back in October 2020. Right here. I'm going to highlight for you.
Whoa. Negative.
Yep. Look at that drop. And then look back February 2021. That's how many had back in February this year. Now, of course, it has jumped up because of the new content they've released for it. But I'm expecting that to drop very, very soon because look at the amount of people playing it at the moment.
854.
That's out of the entire world. Remember, when it started out, it's out with that many players. Now it just dropped so quickly, and that's how many people are playing. And it sucks. Let's go for another game, for example. Let's go to maybe Outriders. Let's go to that. Do another search. I'm going to search for that, see if that actually works. Yeah, so Outriders at the moment. Oh boy, recently, and I don't think they've for it.
Sorry there, Talon. We keep losing you.
This is a very serious thing. Okay, probably the game is nothing up. Give me a second. Let me stop sharing. And sharing. And yep, I'm back. Sorry about that. Probably some connection. Probably doesn't like me sharing screens. But like, this is a very serious thing. And big gaming companies are continuously have been doing this year. They did it last year, but there's a difference between last year and this year. Last year was we dealt with the pandemic more severe than what we're doing with it now, because now we actually have the vaccine. There is a difference. But the thing is, gaming is a big business, and companies need to realize that they can't keep doing this shit. I complained about Cyberpunk crashing 13 times, but having a high-end PC in the game crashing at least 80 times, it's unacceptable. Regardless of your excuses, regardless if you worked all over an entire Easter weekend, when you have players who are reporting that their high-end PCs are just crashing with this game, it sucks, and it's unacceptable. Anyway, let's move on because I really need to stop talking about it before I have an aneurysm.
All right, so we're going to move over to Shang-Chi.
Yes, you sent me through some pictures of the
So there was
toys.
A toy leak.
Yes.
Yeah. So
and
there was
the
a toy leak to do with
yeah.
Shang-Chi, and we can see roughly what the what the costumes are going to look like. Now, what did you think of them?
I really like them. They look cool. They look very Eastern inspired, which is good because it is Shang-Chi. It needs to be Eastern inspired. I really like the aspect of Shang-Chi dealing with the Mandarin, dealing with the Maku rings, and that. I'm keen for this series. So I'm just looking at them again now, just having a good look. So the characters we have, of course, we've got Shang-Chi in the Legend of Ten Rings. We've got his main costume there. We've got Zhu Ling as well. We've also got Death Dealer, which another is very cool. And we've also got Wen Wu. Now, also notice of these toys as well is there seems to be a big toy. There seems to be parts in it that's going to make some bigger toy. And it looks like some guy wearing a green suit. And a bow tie. Who do you think that could be? Got big hands and that. Could it be the Hulk, but like that grey version of Hulk wearing the trench coat and the hat?
Could be. You never know.
But the hands look human.
I'm just going to quickly go back. So before we were talking about the Tobey Maguire stuff. It's now not just coming from the direct. It's also now being posted that it could be happening through comicbook.com as well.
Yeah.
So they've now picked up on it. That just came out 50 minutes ago. But yeah, keep going. Sorry.
And I'm keen to, I'm definitely keen to see this. I love the idea of having a Eastern-inspired Marvel movie. Also, it's being filmed in Australia. It's being filmed about an hour away from me on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, it was filmed about an hour away. Yeah.
Did you see the set photos that someone got from aerial footage? Like the temple.
It was Channel 7, I think it was 7 or Channel 9.
It was I think it was Channel 7. It was really cool. Like all the temples and just seeing all the gold and the red. I'm like, this looks so good. It's so different from a Marvel movie to be a purely Eastern inspired. Like I said with Black Panther, which I've said before, Black Panther is on my list of my top 10 favorite Marvel movies. How that was very African inspired. Now we're going to see one that's Eastern inspired, and it's going to be a big thing. Also, it's going to be good for the Asian community because of what's been happening with the Asian community recently. We need a movie. We need a movie like this. It's very important that we do. I mean, there's been so much, racism, especially with a lot of Asian people being attacked, being sadly killed. Because of racism, because of violence to them. And I think it's not on.
And especially within the last year, too, putting the blame to do with COVID as well. A lot of people were racist about that.
We talked about it before in our podcast, how we've even had a cosplayer in the scene share that around as a joke when it's not a joke. We won't be saying the name because Dead Set, we've talked about it before. It's on one of our podcast episodes. If you want to go, if you want to know who that is, I think that was episode 4 that we did that. We talked about that one, I believe.
Yeah, episode 4, episode 3.
Yeah, one of those episodes. We talked about who that was.
It was very early on.
It was unacceptable behavior from her. But Shang-Chi, man, I'm keen for a martial arts Marvel movie. It sounds badass.
And it's not only that though, too. Like this is the movie that we're actually finally going to see the real Mandarin.
It's just Guy Pearce again.
Guy Pearce? Or Ben Kingsley.
I am the real Mandarin. Just gets knocked out by Pepper Potts. No, I'm keen to see it because now we're going to have to do a Mandarin without Iron Man, which is...
Yeah. I'm curious to see where that goes.
Spaghetti-o.
All right, so we're going to move on. We now have only 3 more topics left to go. I warned you guys that this was going to be a long show. So,
man, we've started at 8 o'clock. It's now 10 o'clock. Jesus Christ.
So we're going to jump over to the Suicide Squad trailer. What did you think?
So cool. Loved it. I'm keen to see more. I'm still laughing at Sylvester Stallone being King Shark.
Yeah.
And
Hand.
Yes, that is your hand. Ah!
But we haven't had one trailer though. We've had multiple trailers now.
I just love Bloodsport's.
They're just dropping it like no tomorrow.
I love Bloodsport's mask, man. It looks so badass.
Yeah.
I want it. I want that helm,
Yeah.
man. I'm not cosplaying from Suicide Squad. No, actually, speaking of DC stuff, I'm tempted to make Nightmare Flash's armor.
Do it, dude. Do it.
I don't know how I do that helmet though, because it's a automatic helmet. It's like a moving helmet, so I have to have like some servos and motors and that. So maybe, but that's off topic. Suicide Squad. I'm so excited for this movie, man. I'm just. Can you tell me? Who's your favorite character so far that you've seen from these trailers?
I can't believe we're getting Polka Dot Man.
We saw more of him attacking people. He throws polka dots at people.
Yeah. I can't believe we're finally getting him. I would never, in my days, think that we'd see him in a movie, ever.
Like we're all gonna die. And he's just like, I hope so.
Oh, I hope so.
Fuck's sake. Also, they edited that. They edited out the bad language.
Yeah. Because there's now a Red Band trailer.
Yeah, which is now it's one of the most viewed Red Band trailers of all time.
So I think we'll be getting that onto binge as well when it comes out this year too.
Oh,
I think it's
hell
August.
Yeah, man. Yeah, August. I think it's August. Is it this year or next year?
This year, dude. Like it's this year.
Yeah. If it was next year, we wouldn't be getting that many trailers for it.
No, not at all.
I do hope they release more of the Batman stuff. Like, I need to see more.
I mean, it's been delayed till next year now, so I reckon we'll see more maybe middle of the year. Might even have a trailer to go with Suicide Squad. You never know.
Yeah, maybe. Let's wait and see. All right, let's move on.
We're going to move on to a movie that's been delayed, which we're looking forward to. But it's not that much of a delay, though. It's only a couple more weeks, I think it was. Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Kombat movie has been delayed.
It's been delayed till April.
Which is this month, so it's only a couple of weeks away still.
Yeah.
It wasn't delayed by much.
No, I think it might have been... I don't know why they delayed it, though. Did they give an official release? Why?
I can't remember why they did it. But I know you're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what it's like too.
I'm looking forward to the fatalities.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the unmistakable violence in this film because that's Mortal Kombat. Like, you cannot have a Mortal Kombat movie without fatalities.
No, you can't.
Looking at the old ones from the past where it's all goofy and just... But I'm keen to see more characters. I really hope, and I really, really hope that Johnny Cage makes an appearance. You gotta have Johnny Cage, man.
You gotta have Johnny Cage.
You gotta have the Cage. And I really hope that it's Nicolas Cage playing Johnny Cage because that would be incredible. And I'd laugh my ass off. Look, it's Nicolas Cage playing his brother.
Have you seen the Netflix series with him called The History of Swear Words?
With Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know they existed. What?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, it's called The History of Swear Words. It's fantastic. It's actually it's really cool to watch.
Is it him just swearing at the screen or screaming at people?
No, it's kind of like a
documentary.
It's kind of.
Yeah.
But it also heavily features like comedians and things like that too. So.
Okay.
It's got the guy that plays Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec. He comes into he's in it, and yeah, it's really cool to watch.
That's cool.
It's like something you can watch in the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely we'll have to check that out then.
Yeah, definitely go to check it out. But yeah, look, guys, Mortal Kombat's been delayed until later this month.
It's not that bad though. It's not a huge delay, kind of like with the Batman and stuff like that. It's not a huge delay, but get excited for Mortal Kombat, guys, because I think this is going to be one hell of a movie. It's going to be excellent.
Big time.
It will be an excellent film, absolutely.
We're now down to our last topic of the night. It's probably going to be a bit of big discussion.
Because this is the big one, isn't it? This is the big one.
This is the big one. This is probably something that people are probably looking forward to the most. We finally got the Space Jam trailer.
Yeah, Space Jam Legacies with LeBron James.
LeBron James
and War Machine's getting his recognition. Boom! You drop this. Boom! You're looking for this. So, Avengers joke, everybody, calm down. But no, this trailer. Did you count the Easter eggs, Techie?
Didn't count the Easter eggs, but I've got an article up here with some of the stuff that was in it.
There's so much in this trailer.
Zendaya has also been cast as the new voice for Lola Bunny.
And Tom Holland is going to be Bugs Bunny.
No, he's not.
No. It's cool that she's going to be voicing Lola Bunny. I don't think they... is the original voice actor for Bugs Bunny going to be doing this?
I think so. Well, probably not the original voice actor, but one of the ones that's been around for a while. Yeah, I think so. But, you know, there were lots of cameos in this trailer.
Like, the obvious one, of course, was...
the Iron Giant.
The Iron Giant. Another one was Game of Thrones as well.
Yeah, there was some Game of Thrones ones. You know, but we also had stuff with, you know, obviously with the DC world.
Yeah.
A nod to the 1960s Batman. So as in Robin, I think it was. There's also Jack Nicholson's Joker. There was also the 60s Penguin, and also, mind blank.
Okay, so the voice actor that's playing Bugs Bunny in hang on, I'm just looking out for Bugs Bunny. So in what is it? Did it get posted? Hang on, I'm just looking it up right now for hang on. So we got television. This is a voice actor for Bugs Bunny because I was curious about it. But you keep reading off the list of all those Easter eggs, man, because there was a ton.
Yeah. So yeah, there was Danny DeVito's Penguin also in the background. There was nods to Curious George.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Wizard of Oz reference. There was the War Boys from Mad Max Fury Road. Pennywise, Droogs from Stanley Kubrick's iconic A Clockwork Orange.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Carrey's The Mask. Agent Smith from The Matrix. White Walkers from Game of Thrones. Representing the Goondocks is Mama Fratelli from The Goonies. Mystery Inc., so Scooby-Doo. The Jetsons were in it. There was the Iron Giant crammed into this trailer. It's unbelievable.
Oh my god. Do you know who's voicing the Tasmanian Devil?
Who?
Jim Cummings.
No way.
Yeah, Jim Cummings who was born in 1952, is an original American voice actor and singer who has appeared in almost 400 roles, including Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Pete, and the Tasmanian Devil. He's coming back to voice him in this movie.
There you go.
Bob Bergen is coming back. He is the current voice of the Warner Brothers cartoon character Porky Pig. He is coming back for this movie as well. We've also got, of course... No way! No way! Do you know who's voicing Speedy Gonzalez?
Who?
Gabriel Eniglias, the comedian. You know who I'm talking about. Fluffy.
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Oh my god. Jack Nicholson is actually going to voice the Joker in this movie.
Yeah, that's why there's a nod to him in it, yeah.
That's so cool. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cool. I do hope also that there's a cameo from Michael Jordan. I do.
Oh man,
There's gotta
you'd hope
be.
so, wouldn't you?
There has to there's no like buts about it. There has to be a cameo from him because he's the original actor, basketball player in the original.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even second guess it. But it's
Now,
cool.
I have a question. Do you think it was always the plan for LeBron to be the guy, or do you think it
No,
would have been Kobe?
it would have been Kobe. Like without a shadow of a
Hmm.
doubt, it would have been Kobe Bryant. Like I'm still reeling and still shocked and devastated by what happened to Kobe Bryant and his beautiful daughter. The fact that they died in that
Yeah.
helicopter crash, that was very tragic, very, very tragic. It
Yeah.
really hit the basketball community very hard, still hitting them hard to this day. It always will because Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant is the man. It's Kobe. Like that he is to me, next to Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players to have ever stepped on that court.
Yeah.
And his legacy will live on. And the fact is that if Kobe was still around, they would have chosen Kobe Bryant to play in this movie.
Oh, I reckon hands down they would have.
Like even people have said that. Do you think Kobe Bryant is better than Michael Jordan? I would say yes. That man was a better basketball player. He was the next Michael Jordan. And when when he had his memorial, on on a basketball court, which is such a great thing to do, just Michael Jordan talking about him, giving him praise, saying, this man really helped me realize my goals and realize myself and how I was as a basketballer. That means a lot. I mean, coming from Michael Jordan, the man's led such a legendary career. Do you know also that, here's a funny thing, how Michael Jordan, when we see the photos, he's always wearing Nikes?
Yeah.
You want to know the true story here's an interesting fact about those shoes.
What?
He technically wasn't allowed to wear Nikes on a basketball court. So Nike actually had to pay the court fees, had to pay the fines every single time that Jordan stepped on court because technically he was breaking the law wearing those things on there. So the NBA would charge him and Nike paid the bill.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because Nike was sponsored by Michael Jordan. Like, whenever you think of Nike, who's the first person that you think of wearing those iconic shoes?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So the fact that Michael Jordan is giving praise to Kobe Bryant, even though that Michael Jordan has led such a successful career as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, that is big. And to this day, I would have loved Kobe Bryant in this, but LeBron James, I reckon it's cool. I don't mind LeBron James. He's an amazing basketball player. Also, iconic.
Yeah, he is.
I would have laughed if they'd chosen Shaquille O'Neal to play in this movie. Yeah, just pay some, just dress up in his stupid steel costume. But there is something that I do want to talk about, and I'll probably talk about it after the show. I've been thinking about a segment that we could do for our show. We're at the end of the show now, and it's a fun thing. I really want to talk about some terrible superhero movies for one of our segments for a special show.
I reckon we could just do a standalone show like that, maybe during the week if you want
to. Hell yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. All right. Well, shit.
Right. Well, this is the end of the show, guys. I fully warned you that it was going to be a long show.
We survived.
We survived. So we're just going to quickly run through these now. Thanks for staying so long. So if you are streaming on Twitch or Facebook, you can go and subscribe to our YouTube channel here at the Techie and Talon Show.
I just noticed the new stuff you put there. Oh, that's so cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Also, go follow
us on Facebook at the Techie and Talon Show.
If you are not already. Mm-hmm. Show will be posted on our Spotify. I haven't gotten around to editing those other shows that I said to you on Saturday. Sorry, guys.
Busy. It's been Easter. You've got an excuse. You've got an excuse.
Exactly.
Shut up, Techie. You got an excuse.
Also, go follow our Instagram. We don't really post much on there, but we should probably start doing more of that.
What a great advertisement, Techie. Go to Instagram. We don't post on there. We probably should. Go to Instagram.
I mean, look, we post, but we don't post like much content to do with the show, really.
It's sad. I post more on my Instagram than I do on our show's one, which is sad. We talk about that. But make sure you go check us out on Instagram.
Go follow our Twitter at Talon_show, and you can follow us on Twitch. I know I keep saying this after every show, but we will very soon be streaming on Twitch with some games soon.
I think I might stream some Oddworld Soulstorm, perhaps, maybe.
Yeah, are you getting it?
Hell yeah, I'm getting it. I really want to play it. I don't know. Is that going to be PS4 or PS5?
It's PS5 for free this month.
Damn.
So you have to buy. That's why I was saying, like, are you gonna get it? Because I know that you're gonna have to buy it, but I
can't even get a PS5 this week too. Yeah, you should totally start streaming it.
But first, because it comes out the same day as Republic Commando, so actually might start it this week. Start streaming this week, and our first stream will be Republic Commando.
Yeah, because you have to stream that on the. That's going to be not just a Switch release; it's also going to be on other consoles, correct?
Yeah, I'm buying it on both. So I can take it out. No matter where I am, I can play that fantastic game, and also at home on the big screen.
On the big screen.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
on the big screen.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's the end of the show.
That's the end of the show.
Thank you for staying tuned for as long as you have.
Also,
we will be. We'll make a post to do about that superhero show that we were just talking about just earlier. We'll with a day and time that we will do it. What were you about to say there, Talon? Sorry, any last comments?
Yeah, there is one last comment. We need to go check out our YouTube channel as well. We have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that was. I did that. We did that at the top.
We did?
Yep.
I must be getting old. God damn it. I'm also probably just tired because it's like nearly 11 o'clock at night. Jesus.
It is nearly 11 o'clock and we started at 8. All right, guys. So,
all right. Well,
we are going to sign off. Mm-hmm. All right. So, stay tuned for the announcement for that superhero, like the bad superhero movie show that we'll do
superhero movies of
sometime
all time.
This week.
We're going to do a breakdown. Thank you guys for watching the Techie and Talon show. We appreciate you.
All right. Exactly. We love you guys. Techie out.
Talon out.
Until then, guys, have a good time. Bye.
Bye.